Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. All things Middle Earth here. If it's your first time, welcome for the first time. If you are a longtime viewer or Rise to War player, welcome back. It's been a long time since we have covered Rise to War in really any capacity, and we are back playing. We're in a Season 1 server. I wanted to make a video really quickly, kind of share my details and thoughts as to why I'm back playing, which is just that. It's just kind of my personal thoughts and kind of my decision to come back and play. What you guys can expect kind of from content in terms of live streams and videos, and some other common questions that I've been getting asked. So just in case you guys hadn't seen or hadn't heard or didn't see the live stream or didn't want to click through it, I wanted to kind of summarize what we're doing, why we're doing it. And again, I'd love to invite you guys along to at least spectate the journey. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Now, the first and probably most important question, at least for me, is why I decided to come back to Rise to War and kind of what exactly I'm doing. The reason I'm back with Rise to War is I enjoy the game. I really, really enjoy the game. Now, the difficult part of the tension I've had with this game is it's changed a lot since it came out, which made it difficult for me and I think many others to enjoy playing the game because we kind of always compare it to what it was before. And so I have kind of started a fresh experience in Season 1 because I want to try to experience this as a new game to see if it's something that I can really enjoy. So far, a couple of days in, I feel like I am enjoying it. I'm trying not to compare apples to apples with 1.0. I know we all have our preferences or thoughts about what changes we like or don't like, but at the end of the day, I'm a fanatic for Lord of the Rings. Mobile games are very convenient and much more playable if you have a job or family, whatever you have going on. It's a little bit easier to do this than actually playing like a PC game. So there's a lot of reasons, but I am back trying to experience this as kind of a brand new game to see if it's something I can really get into. And again, so far, a couple days in, I am enjoying it. Now, if you're wondering what server I'm in, we are in server 1398, which I think is the second newest. This one right here, 1398. We're playing in here. We started with a small group, maybe a dozen of us who were former players. Some still had kind of hung around and playing, but a lot of us had taken kind of serious breaks. Just kind of core, I would even just say core friends that we had in our fellowship or fellowships after playing for a couple of years. So that's kind of who we started with and where we are. I will say there's still room in the server. I'm not trying to get like a crap ton of people in because I want it to be relatively balanced, but there's a couple of decent sized fellowships. We are in a pretty small one. So if you are interested in joining us, maybe you're looking for a kind of a revive in the game for yourself, or just, have some free time and want to play a season with us, you are more than welcome to join if you want to. Again, we're in 1398. I'll show you guys where we're at just in case you want to kind of hop in. But yeah, we're in this server right here. So if you are interested, we are in Forward Wave up here in the top right of the map. I don't think you choosing your settlement style matters unless that limits the regions in which you can move to, which it might. Honestly, I'm still relearning a lot of things in terms of like the settlement style mechanics, how you can kind of relocate your base. But we started as Arab or the dwarves in terms of our settlement style, and have kind of moved over here into Forward Wave. And then I think as long as you're in Forward Wave, you can join us. So there might be some restrictions, but again, if you want to do exactly what we did Arab and then move to Forward Wave, you guys are more than welcome to join us. Our fellowship is called the Grey Company, kind of an ode to the actual Grey Company in Lord of the Rings. Just kind of in the background chilling. So that's what we're doing right now. So again, 28 of us, nothing crazy, but if there are a few more who want to experience the game or try to experience a new version of the game, or you might just still love it and be playing and you just want to hop in and play along, that'd be awesome too. But that's where you can find us if you're interested in that. Now, as far as content goes for the channel, I do have a full-time job now, which is not YouTube, unfortunately, because that was a really fun time. But as far as content goes, I'm going to be trying to cover and make videos throughout the week, since that can be a little bit more flexible, but it's going to just be depending on my schedule. And on the weekend, if I can, I would like to do some streams or even a stream on the weekends. We did one on Sunday night this last weekend. And if there are things to stream, battles, keep takes, or just hanging out for an hour and taking tiles, I'm hoping to do that. So if you'd like to join us for any of those streams or tune into videos, they'll be here. Again, if you're not subscribed, consider doing so to support the channel, but also kind of stay up to date with what we're doing. Another question that I got asked is whether or not I'm going to be free to play. And the answer to that is no. I am not going out of my way to spend a ridiculous amount of money, but I did spend some money and I did drop a little bit during the first stream into getting some stuff going, which I'll talk about in a little bit. I'm actually making a video right now on which chest I think is best to open out of everything that you have here. So I'm going to share my thoughts on that and kind of what I did. But Not free to play. Again, trying to not spend too much to make sure it's something I'm really enjoying and getting into. But for now, we're just kind of getting settled in, and we open some matchups. Now, as far as what commanders I'm using, because I think that's kind of important as well to see who I'm starting with. Again, we started it in Erebor for the main reason that you get to start with Gimli, who I think is a very solid damage dealing commander. They did make it relatively easy with depending on what chest you pick to unlock some mythic commanders. It's not, you don't have them at high respect right away, but I did get a few of those as well, which we're kind of working on in the background. But the main formation I'm starting with right now, which could be subject to change, happy to hear feedback from you guys, is Gimli. He's at R2, so we can at least run his damage skills for running Gimli. This is probably where most of the Mathams I open have gone in terms of gear. I was very lucky to pull a Palantir, which I feel like is a great early season 1 pull. And then I have the kind of best in slot purple items for him as a damage dealer, a physical damage dealer. So that's what we're rocking there. I have Galadriel as well, who we got, I think, just for opening Mathams. You open a certain amount, maybe it's 100, and you get Galadriel, I'm pretty sure. So running her as a second damage dealer, this one being focus-based. My reasoning being that it's early on, and I'm kind of thinking long-term, I'm going to be building a physical damage set of gear and a focus damage set of gear. So running Galadriel as a focus damage dealer. I have heard decent things about her heals, so let me know if you guys think she has potential in other areas, but we're kind of working like this right now. Third, it's going to be Gandalf the Grey, really just until we get Gandalf the White at least respect 2 or maybe 4, but really just running it for White Council right here. Again, I wasn't sold on the healing. I've heard it's gotten better. Again, if you guys know, let me know, but I'm just kind of going with Mithrandir because it's kind of the more trusted, but again, we'll see on that. But just running some pretty basic focus gear on him, nothing crazy. And then last but not least, we're running Boromir, which I may be swapping out, but I actually just happened to get Boromir pretty early on. He's ascended to Legendary, which is just respect 4. And we're running him as a support. So Gandalf and Boromir as support. He has the Evade and Horn of Gondor. My only consideration, gear-wise, if you're wondering, on Boromir, we're running kind of unit defense and command gear. So Reckoning is kind of the best there, which we got lucky on. And these purple items are kind of the best in slot to try and boost some command and unit defense. So ideally, we'd be running kind of tanks or melee troops on these two guys, Gandalf and Boromir, and then maybe ranged in the damage dealers. That's the rough thought. I might be switching to Merry and Pippin in terms of a second support instead of Boromir, because we have War Chant, which is going to give us more attack. It does diminish, though, but more attack early on. And then if we can get them to R4, I thought Palantir Scryer looked kind of interesting to reduce damage even more. So kind of kicking around the idea of bringing them up for a good, like, Season 1 army. And then we do have Gandalf the White at R1. He needs one more respect, or like one more respect item, to get White Council unlocked, which then we'll probably switch to him. And then Dane, who is also at respect 1, needing one more to get Durin's Blood. So those are kind of, we're not quite full setting of them yet, because I don't have them, unlocking all their skills yet. That's kind of what we're working with. So those are the commanders I'm using. That's the server we're in. Again, a lot of great looking, fellowships. We have got Dark Ring, Pride. Yeah, I mean, again, there's a lot of things. We're in 8th. We're by no means. I mean, I think with our 24 people, we're doing good, but we definitely have some good numbers to play with in this server. I will say, I meant to say it earlier, but we are actually also playing in the server with Fellow of the Rings. If you guys know him, another content creator for this game, had kind of talked about, the idea of it being fun to cover this Season 1 server from some different angles. So he joined. He started last night, actually. I had to double check and see what fellowship he ended up joining. I'd have to see, to be honest. Maybe it was this one. I think it was this one. I don't know. So anyway, he's playing here. I'll link his YouTube channel down below if you guys haven't seen. Again, the idea is just to have some fun, cover this season a little bit from a couple different angles, and see what happens. So if you'd like to join, feel free to do so. If you have comments, questions, if there's content you would like to see, all those things, please leave them in the comments below. I'll respond as much as possible and kind of get working on stuff as soon as I'm able. But I wanted to post this for those who hadn't seen the stream or just were wondering what was going on, that we're back and we're playing. And again, a couple days in, trying to experience it as a new game, and I'm enjoying it so far. So stay tuned for more updates on the channel, and otherwise I'll wrap this one up and I'll see you guys really soon.